down, is falling down. London Bridge is falling down, is falling down, down, down. London Bridge is falling down, is falling down, is falling down. London Bridge is falling down, is falling down, down, down. Ha, 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 ha.
Hi, this is Jade for Livemusic FM. I am joined by Annabeth McNamara, who is playing for us this evening in the Livemusic offices. Hello, Annabeth. How are you?
Hello, I'm very well.
Excellent. Have you travelled far?
Quite far, all the way from Arizona, and just the other day I flew out of Dublin.
Wow. Well done you. Much further than I have. So let's get busy. In the funnest sense of the word. Your background's in poetry. Do you consider your songs to be poems? And if so, do you feel that all songs are some sort of poetry?
I think my songs are like three-dimensional poetry that get to travel and affect other people through sound, and they get to live. They're live poems, because I feel like most poems just get shut away, and these poems get to be repeated over and over for lots of people. And, I think it's different for every artist as far as if they're poems or not. But mine definitely, their roots are in poetry, yeah.
Nice. Who were not necessarily influences, but who did you enjoy listening to when you were growing up?
My parents are somewhat hippies, as much as Irish people can be, and they took me to a summer camp where we learned a lot of songs, and I got acquainted with like Cat Stevens and the Indigo Girls. So it's a little embarrassing sometimes, but they're all excellent songwriters, and really, really heartfelt. And I learned all their songs on my guitar. The house of cards is falling down, is falling down, is falling down. The house of cards is falling down, is falling down, down, down. The house of cards is falling down, is falling down, is falling down. The house of cards is falling down, is falling down, down, down. Ha 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 down, 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 down.
And in your bio, I'm going to have to get this out now to read the quote. In your bio, it says, Annabeth has travelled far and wide, without and within, to bring back songs from the psyche, the spirit in all things, and the heart's humble rumblings. Do you feel it's necessary to travel far and wide to evoke these emotions?
It's definitely just part of my spirit. At least ever since I can remember, I've just wanted to travel the world, and I think maybe that's something that can give my songs such meaning for myself and such breadth, is that I do go very deep within to draw them out and like deep into emotion, but I've also traveled far and wide, so I think it's a good balance.
So what do you feel traveling's added to it then?
Definitely. When I play the songs, a lot of times I go into my memories, and like each song is kind of a chapter in a book, and so yeah, there's an emotion there that's really strong, but there's also memories and imagery in my mind. So traveling has given the backdrop for those adventures. Yeah.
And before we went travelling, you obviously played around with different instruments as well. But then you discovered the banjo, I believe, while you were travelling. What drew you to it, and why did it stick?
Well, there's just something about how it sounds. I would always hear it in other songs, and just it drives me wild, the sound of it. So I asked my dad to get it for me for Christmas, and he did. And I didn't quite know how to play it, but it was honestly when I was traveling that I discovered that it's linked with my destiny or some part of what I'm doing these days.
If you're a boy or girl or something in between or way out in left field, I can tell you that I love you, and the love I feel is oh so real. Well, beauty's a computer chip they planted in your mind. Just dig a little deeper, nothing's what you'll find. When everything you love becomes beautiful in your wake, and every time you kiss me, I begin to shake. A little sing a little ditty for you, my darling, little ditty darling for you. I've been rootin' tune for you. Come on home.
I hear you're potentially sort of going to start working on a new album. Is this true?
It's true. It's just a rumor, but we're looking at some possibilities for just heading straight into the studio after the tour and capturing some really well-polished songs from the tour.
Awesome. And are we looking at this year or next year? When should we keep our eyes peeled?
Hopefully this year, this summer. That's my
Brilliant, you're a fast worker.
Well.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Out of my mind, I must be out